With all the hustle and bustle in hospitals, interpreters are under just as much pressure as the doctors are. Experts say there's really no difference in SPF above 30, but if you really want to get the most out of your sunscreen, you should apply at least every hour. Behind me is Curry Court Lot, where students can park during the week, but are forced to move during home games even though they have a permit. Some students feel it is an inconvenience, and some feel otherwise. According to the World Health Organization, 60,000 deaths worldwide are caused by excessive UV exposure.
Melanoma is rising in everybody, so I think that's just a trend that we're seeing. I think it's probably over the last 20 to 30 years it has steadily increased.
Due to the overall increase in skin cancer, tanning salons have established more strict rules.
And now you see girls that are in junior high that are starting to tan because they don't want to be pale for spring break or for their dances or whatever, so I think you're starting to see that be younger and younger too.
In the state of North Carolina, you must always use eyewear, and you have to have parental consent if under the age of 18, but cannot go in the tanning bed if under the age of 13 unless medically necessary, which is very rare.
Some people can get some fungal skin infections, or sometimes people have other types of wounds or abrasions that sometimes can benefit from very focused, what they usually say light therapy.
Construction workers who have extremely fair skin are often recommended to go to tanning beds in order to build up their tolerance to the sun so that they don't just completely burn.
It's not just tanning beds to worry about, but also to take proper precautions while lying out by the pool or on the beach, like using proper sun protection. Experts say there's really no difference in SPF above 30, but if you really want to get the most out of your sunscreen, you should apply at least every hour. Research has linked the survivability rate with where the melanoma occurred.
On the palms of their hands, on the soles of their feet, and in their nail beds actually have a much worse chance of surviving.
Fair-skinned people, young children, and people on certain antibiotics are even more at risk, with many more factors weighing in. Some students at ECU express their opinions on tanning beds.
I tan occasionally, but I know it's stupid, so I don't do it a lot.
I don't think it's necessary for girls to do it.
I think like in the media a lot of people are tan and stuff, so girls feel like they need to be tan to be pretty.
I have no problem with it.
It's important to know your skin, and if there's anything you see unusual, then you should see a dermatologist as soon as possible. Kayla Godwin, Pirate News Network.
So it is an issue. Even if you don't think that it matters here, it matters. And I can tell you it does because I know our students.
ECU is one of the few universities in the United States faced with the idea of adding gender-neutral restrooms.
What I really mean is a single stalled locking facility. So you are in a room alone.
And it's not just for transgendered students.
It's useful to people with children or people who are differently abled who have opposite sex caregivers.
There is no policy proposal yet, but students are already talking about it.
The vast majority of students at the age of 17 or 18 see life on their college campuses in a very traditional sense.
Some students are also wondering why it even concerns them at all.
We have students like this at ECU. That's always something that people will say, well, it's not important. We don't know people like that. There aren't people like that. And the reality is that you've probably met a transgender person in your life and you didn't know.
Summer Wisdom says one simple solution could be to change all of the bathroom signs so that they don't specify men or women.
You'd be surprised how much it costs money to buy the new signs, and that's always the thing that I hear.
Housing Associate Vice Chancellor William McCartney has decided to make some changes for the future.
Our new residence hall will have private baths and suite baths in addition to common baths. It'll be a mixed kind of building situation.
There have not been any formal plans for a living community that would be gender neutral on ECU's campus.
We have had some specific requests at times from transgendered students, and we try to work with them individually to create an environment for them in one of our suite buildings that meets their needs.
Summer Wisdom is just hoping things go smoothly.
The long-term goal would be to have a gender-neutral space in every new facility that's built, and I think that is on the radar.
I'm Kayla Godwin reporting for Pirate News Network.
But the bad thing about it is, like, during football games, like, I gotta move my car.
And he's not the only one. Several students at ECU have complained about a new parking policy.
We shut 14th Street down from Elm Street to Charles Boulevard, and we had to shut down College Hill Drive because that was a major road that comes up to 14th Street.
College Hill Drive is shut down to traffic, and students who park at the Curry Court lot have to move their cars elsewhere but ECU administrators say there are good reasons for these policies.
Curry Court was only being used for football games.
With our student pirate club lot being at the bottom of College Hill, the marching band practice facility being at the bottom of College Hill, that's a lot of foot traffic coming up to Dowdy-Ficklin.
Deb Garfey says having to move their cars from Curry Court lot is not an inconvenience.
Many of the students were already moving their cars onto campus during the weekends.
J.J. McLeod says it's normal for universities to require such things of students.
And that is a common trend around college athletics, that the university and athletics share parking lots.
Behind me is Curry Court lot, where students can park during the week but are forced to move during home games even though they have a permit. Some students feel it is an inconvenience and some feel otherwise.
I paid a parking permit to park my car there. I shouldn't have to move it somewhere else.
Students forced to move from the Curry Court lot for the weekend have a new parking option coming soon. A lot behind College Hill Drive is almost completed.
The A2 permits will park there, but during the weekends, the D permits can park in there.
The lot will also be available for rent to the athletics department, which has also worked hard with the parking and traffic services at ECU to accommodate the students and fans on game day.